Hello you two. I'm over at North Fenwick. Gonna do a quick walkthrough video. I haven't heard back from the listing agent about what work was done. I was told that it had to do with rehabbing the south side of the house, and I just assumed that that meant maybe it was a foundation issue, but I actually think it has to do with the stucco exterior. If this is a synthetic product, it could be what's called EFIS stucco, which has a failure rate, but that would have been installed in like the early 2000s. So my guess is this is an older product, and maybe with sun exposure on this southern side, that's why they had to replace it with a lap hardy plank siding. So that could be the main issue. You can see the rest of the house is pretty much still stucco. I saw maybe some areas of dry rot, but nothing that really concerned me. So it could have been more of just an exposure issue. But real quick, want to just tell you, the roof looks pretty good. Needs to be cleaned off, but not terrible. You also could add some paint to this porch, but overall the house is in pretty good shape. Here's a little feel of the neighborhood. Cute little area, really convenient access to Lombard, which gets you right onto the freeway. Also pretty close to the Max as well. Really quiet little street. Not much deferred maintenance. There's a little bit of deferred maintenance with the neighbor to the north of the house, and we'll see that when we walk through. But all in all, I guess you could say pleasantly surprised. So let's walk through together and see what you think. Looks like they've done a lot of little updates themselves, mostly some custom woodwork with this railing. They went like that burnt wood look. Heading into the main living space here. And I do have you on here. I'm going to change it a little bit so you can see. This is normal, but I'm going to do more of a fish view lens walkthrough so you can get a better feel for room sizes and flow. So it's going to distort it and make some of the rooms feel just a little bit larger. So keep that in mind. But all in all, this is a good sized living space. You would need to utilize what was probably the dining room as the secondary bedroom, but there is a little bit of an eat-in nook in the kitchen, which would allow for it to stay kind of as a bedroom space. But all in all, good areas for furniture. The door kind of doesn't come right into the middle of the room, which helps with furniture placement. Windows have been upgraded at some point. They are a double pane vinyl window. Don't know how new they are. We've got some built-ins, some original details. They've added a mini split system. So this probably heats and cools. And I believe that there was one in the back bedroom and then in this living space as well. And then here is that first bedroom, which I assume was, maybe it wasn't the dining room. Maybe it was always a bedroom, but they've opened it up to be more of a flex space. You can see that the wall used to come through here, and the access to the bedroom was through the hallway. But they added this additional access point in order to make it a more usable space, probably office, flex space. Here's the size of the room. It's a good size off the front of the house. And actually the closets, while not very wide, are pretty deep. So you could better utilize this space, which would be a good idea. A good sized room. There is some kind of cracking and settling signs near windows. Nothing really super concerns me. But obviously we'd want to just have that looked at. And I would assume that based on the fact that they had to do some exterior siding work, this has been inspected before, and maybe they'll send and share that report with us. So here's kind of the access to the hallway. This probably had carpet at one point. We've got some storage outside of the bathroom. These floors probably can't be refinished much more, but they probably could be polished and look pretty nice. These ones could be refinished. I don't see any nail pops, so that's helpful. This heads into the one bathroom. They have a concrete floor in here. Again, it feels pretty customized. I don't know if it was done by the seller. Usually wood near water isn't the best idea. You can see it's starting to warp a little bit, but with regular maintenance, it should hold up pretty well. We kind of built this wall here. So as long as this curtain stays shut, you should be okay in the bathroom. What concerns me though is they use like a plaster surround. I would just want to know more about how water resistant it is. Because usually you would at least see either a plastic veneer or tile, but this texturing that they put in here continues throughout the bathroom. So we'd want to know more about that. And then they did like a built-in here. So I don't know if maybe there was different connection. It looks like there's old like shiplap under here. But basically they built out some storage. And then heading back, we have bedroom number 2. It's the smallest of the two, but it's still not a terrible size, especially compared to some of the bedrooms that we've seen lately. And again, a decent sized walk-in closet space, nice and tall. I'm gonna put it on a regular one so you can see that it's a little bit longer and narrower as far as rooms go, but I would say in a corner you could do a queen really easily, and you have space kind of in this area, as well as you could probably do a queen right there as well. Here's that other mini split. Here's the deferred maintenance I was mentioning regarding the neighbor. Looks like their garage is kind of on its last legs. Certainly need to mow that lawn. I only bring it up just because it can have an impact on resale, though no guarantees that this neighbor's gonna be around forever. But also it can be a breeding ground for critters, so they may end up coming over to this neck of the woods, which isn't ideal. Heading to the kitchen. Pretty much a blank slate as far as opportunity here. Really nice old cabinets that go all the way up. Solid wood cabinets. Could certainly use a scraping and paint job. Not a ton of counter space, but some decent storage. And then here's that nook that could probably be utilized as kind of more of that dining room so that you can have that second bedroom. And then here's the other side. It's possible this could kind of be reconfigured a little bit to maximize the space. And then you also have these built-ins, which I love the added storage, but I wonder if repositioning the fridge and stove in the future would be a smart idea. Heading downstairs, I'll do a separate video.